Hello and welcome to Scholl Cinema. In this blockbuster, we're going to explain the difference between our EcoFix and S-range compounds, take a close look at the different types of polishing pads you can use, and get some inside secrets from a top mobile valeter. At the end of the show, I'll also reveal how you can get money off selected Scholl Concepts products sold today at Waxstock, so make sure you stick around. When it comes to polishing compounds, Scholl Concepts offers two distinct ranges. Our EcoFix range aims squarely at detailers, valeters and enthusiasts, and our S range that's designed for professional users including body shops and car manufacturers and confident amateurs. The EcoFix range gives you the opportunity to get that distinctive Scholl quality, but at a more budget price point. What's more, its lubricated formula enables you to work it for longer safely, with no need to rush. Just take your time. Water-based, with some silicons within its makeup, the range includes 3 compounds, a one-step all-round polish and a wax. Now the premium S range, which includes popular technical compounds such as S3 Gold XXL, S20 Black and S17, gets high-end results quickly. The one-step finishing solution really is possible thanks to its state-of-the-art IPT technology. The abrasive agents used means you get amazing cutting performance and unbelievable gloss finishes. Like EcoFix, it's water-based, but the S range contains no wax, oils or silicone. Whether you choose to use the EcoFix range or the S range, one thing is absolutely certain. Scholl's purpose-made pads will make a big difference. In fact, the correct choice of pad will make up to 30% difference to your results. This is because Scholl are one of the few compound manufacturers who also make their own pads and make pad systems to complement each compound, and that guarantees the best results. But before we start looking at pads in detail, let's get some top mobile valeting tips from professional valeter Rob Carson of Wax On, Wax Off. A highly experienced valeter, Rob's passionate about giving his customers' cars the best possible finish. So let's find out how he does it.
Preparation is key in my job. If I don't prepare properly, I might as well do it twice. I buy green in 10-litre bottles for cost effectiveness, and the reason that it covers about 5 or 6 different areas of the vehicle. So as a business you need cost effective products that work. This works. It degreases, it cleans soft top roofs, dashboards, seats, all at different ratios, and for the severity of contamination. It's a great product. One bottle does it all. You use your hands for everything you do in valeting. My first tip would be always wear a pair of gloves. The products are for cars, not skin. It's as simple as that. Also, when spraying products out of bottles, you're not that close that a bit of wind cannot blow some back into your eyes or your face. So eye protection, and in some cases face protection, mouth protection masks are vital. These products are designed for cars, not humans, so take that extra time to protect yourself. If you're doing it as a business as well, you've got trailing cables, get a rubber strip that covers the cable to stop public tripping over. Also, another tip, people sometimes forget about this, you're wearing jewellery, you wear watches, rings, take them off. You will kick yourself if you scratch your car, your pride and joy on a Sunday afternoon from a thing that could take seconds. I have to respect the client's wishes, say if they've just had a block paved drive and they just don't want it staining, so I aim to find products that will work but also not waste. So the thicker the product, i.e. gel based product, is really good. So I was working on the wheels, Rim 7 from Scholl, ideal. It sprays on and it sticks and it doesn't run everywhere, but it's still doing the job that I need it to do, which also means there's less wastage. And it's like when you do the glass last, so when you polish the car, you don't want any overspray or any running product onto the bodywork. Again, if you go for the ice glass cleaner from Scholl. It sticks and it gives you enough time to rub in and get the desired finish on the glass. Ultimately, I'd love it where it is overcast, warm, slight breeze sometimes. That'd be perfect every day, but as we know, living here, we don't get that. We can have rain, hot weather, cold, freezing. Having a varied amount of products on board is key for me. So possibly if it's drizzle, light drizzle, I need to wax something, coat something, I can use Scholl Concept Neo, which can be used in a light drizzle and has no effect on the finish that it produces. But ultimately it can be used in warmer climates on paintwork that is slightly warmer. It's a quick liquid product that works. If you want to use a wax paste, polish paste product, I would go for W6 Plus because I know it works in the higher temperature environment that we potentially have, and it ultimately it finishes to a high standard that you will wish to aim for.
Some great mobile valeting tips there from Rob, and stick around because there's more to come from him before the end of the show. But first, let's take a really close look at the subject of polishing pads because they're much more important than you might think. If you want to get the best possible results from your polishing, it's essential you choose the correct pad for the compound you're working with. With the right pad and compound combination, you can improve results by as much as 30%. So where do we start? Let's start with materials. Scholl Concepts pads are made from two different materials, 100% lambswool and foam. The lambswool pad is the softest, but don't be fooled, it's also the most aggressive, giving you the maximum cutting power. Because it's 100% natural, lambswool also runs cooler, even at high speeds. Traditionally, they're used with a rotary polisher and are not a pad for beginners. When it comes to foam pads, don't judge the pad by its colour. Although these two white pads look really similar to each other, they're actually designed to do two different jobs. This firm white foam is a cutting pad designed to remove heavy defects, while this much softer foam is for polishing to a high gloss. Again, these two orange pads look similar, but the structure of these foams is different. One is reticulated or open cell, and the other is non-reticulated or closed cell. So how do you know if a pad is reticulated or not? It's easy, just hold it up to your mouth and blow through the foam. If air flows out, it's a reticulated open cell foam. If it doesn't flow, it's non-reticulated. The open cell structure is more heat resistant, making it particularly suitable for dual action or orbital machines, the movement of which tend to create more heat intensity. However, some compound formulations perform better on non-reticulated foams, like S40 and S30 on the Scholl Concepts orange pad. Does the structure of a pad make any difference? Put simply, yes it does. Let's go and find out why. This is a Scholl Concepts soft touch waffle pad for very fine finishing. Its waffle surface aids airflow and is designed to evenly distribute compound across the whole surface area, reducing the chance of holograms spoiling the finish. It also features an interface layer of medium foam. It's needed here because the polishing foam is ultra soft and requires a barrier between it and the machine to control the contact pressure. This medium interface layer is also used with our premium soft touch top wool, giving the user the usability of a foam pad with a lambswool pad, while the spider sandwich pad has a hard layer designed to boost the pad's cutting power. Another feature that's useful to know is the special calibrated surface that's patented by Scholl Concepts. One of the new generation of intelligent polishing pads, we call it a spider pad, and it gives you the maximum cutting power. Now this design increases the surface area significantly, so the pad absorbs more of the compound's abrasive grains and improves air circulation for greater polishing efficiency and faster speeds. The final pad feature you want to think about is its shape and the difference it can make to the polishing you're doing. Typically, you'll see pads with a flat, rounded edge with a slight recess on the underside. Now, this recess provides a safety margin between the backing pad and the paintwork when you're applying pressure during polishing. If it wasn't there, it would be too easy for the backing disc to mark the paint and even the material beneath the paint. We also have a different style of edge type. We call them the Scholl Concepts Extreme Edge Pad. Now, there's no recess between the velour and the foam. Instead, it's carefully angled away from the backing, so they're perfect for polishing cars with lots of contours and edges. You'll find these tricky to polish areas on classic cars or modern sports and supercars. With this design, you can polish in tight corners and work along those contours without worrying about the backing pad causing damage. That's a lot to take on board, but hopefully you understand how important it is to use the right pad with your compound of choice. Scholl Concepts recommendations can always be found on their labels and packaging if you're unsure. Get it right and you'll enjoy better results. That's the science on polishing pads, but let's get away from the classroom theory and back to some more practical applications with some more killer tips from Rob.
The key, I guess, is the depth of the damage on the car, the scratch. There's products on the market from Scholl that cover a range of light scratches to deep scratches and swirls. And if you use one of their pucks, a little bit of correct compound, a little bit of rubbing, and the scratch can be removed. You don't have to think the worst and have to have it machined. These things can be corrected at home, on your drive, by yourself with the correct products. Every environment is different and every location is different. People live with drives, with gravel, with tarmac, with grass, with leaves and dust. You have to evaluate every situation on arrival. One of the key things for me is debris kicking up off the ground when cleaning wheels. We all try not to touch the floor, but you know, we're not perfect. So I place all 4 wheels on mats, and no stones, no debris will kick up and hit the car. Ultimately as well, when you go down to clean wheels, you've got a nice soft padding for your knees and it's comfortable and you can get right in there and get a good clean wheel. Machine polishing outside is absolutely fine. Don't believe the rumours that you can't do it. The key is common sense. Temperature-wise, if it's really hot, again, look for the shade, but if it's warm, you can use S20 black on your bodywork. It stays moist, it doesn't dry out, so you can finish the panel in hand, wipe off with ease and still get the same results. One of the things I like to do for the client is to put patterns in the carpets, the floor mats, so whether it's stripes or shapes or logos. I just think that instead of opening the car to a boring mat, it's nice to see a few patterns. It shows that I've paid attention to detail and it makes them smile. It's all part of the service. As soon as I step out of the van into the client's house or property, I want them to see that I look smart, respectable, and I'm here to do a job, and they've invested within a proper business. I think you've got to treat everyone with respect. Their cars, their property. It doesn't matter if it's a Mini or a Maserati. A car is a car and a job is a job, and everyone gets treated the same.
Thanks, Rob. Some really useful advice for everyone. And that concludes our show. But before you leave, I bet you want to know how to save money on Scholl products. Well, on the way out, collect your special Waxstock discount coupon from our Scholl Concepts representative, and it'll give you all the details you need to know. And finally, if you want even more detailing advice, then don't miss this afternoon's blockbuster, where we'll cover tips on liquid and hard waxes. Plus, you can get some more inside secrets, this time from Charles Dujardin, one of the UK's leading professional detailers. See you then.